Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew. I'm Matt.
I'm Megan.
I'm Lauren, and this is Callie.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Grandpa.
I'm Lefty.
And we're some of the Veggie Boys.
And girls.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. It's so nice to see ya. We're loading up a truck already this morning. Matthew was already at the mill. I know. He's a hard-working man. The plan for Matthew is to try and keep that truck going as much as possible. We're going to try and get as much corn out of this bin today as we can. Compared to the temperatures we've been dealing with, it is a little chilly this morning. It's gotten down into the low 20s. Oh, that was close, Daniel.
Hey, I'm putting more corn on this truck than Matt can haul.
Hey! I know, the test is when I go around.
Oh, that's on the board.
What's the test to see if the truck is too full?
If I make the turn down here and corn falls off, it's too full.
I saw some guy last week come around the corner down here and spill a bunch of corn.
You said you weren't going to tell anybody about that. I cleaned that up really good. It's amazing to me how we've gone from having no frost on the ground and no freezes to it's freezing every night and it is just covering the ground. We do plan on hauling a lot of manure today, so Joel's getting his tractor all fueled up and ready to go.
Where is everybody this morning? Nobody's around.
We got Matt's truck filled up. He's back on the road.
Did Matt get up this morning?
Yes, he did. So this is our biggest job of the day right now. Apparently, Callie's clothes destroyed the dryer. Callie goes through too much clothes. Well, that's what my dad said. So we went out and got a new dryer. It's pretty nice. So hopefully this dryer can handle Callie's clothes.
I did not say Callie's clothes. I said Lauren's clothes.
Now last night we were working on cleaning cow pens and we weren't able to finish. We needed just a few more scoops, but it got too dark out. We have this pen over here. We only had a little section here in the back, so Daniel just got that scooped up and now we laid some bedding down. Matthew just got back, so we're working on filling up his truck, and it's perfect timing because Joel just left with the manure spreader. So we were able to get him all set up, and now we're filling up his truck again. Now we were thinking we need to take about 12 or 13 loads out of our bin just to be safe. Matthew has already taken out 4, and we're loading up the 5th one. Something that amazes me, even though we're not out in the field picking vegetables, we always seem to be super busy. And to be honest, I prefer it that way. I'd rather have something to do than nothing to do. So when you got there with this truck, did you have a lot of people there waiting, or were you able to pull right in?
There was nobody there when I got there, so I was able to dump like immediately and come home.
That makes it a lot easier on us when we're trying to get a bin completely emptied, because if Matthew can keep going and he doesn't have to sit there and wait, then he can unload as much corn as possible. Now we're technically in the middle of harvest season for our area in northeast Pennsylvania. Is that normal?
No, not normal. Normally there's at least 4 or 5 trucks ahead of me. And most of the time they're way bigger trucks than we have, so it takes probably 20 minutes to unload one truck. Sometimes I'm there for an hour and a half before I get to unload.
And I know you're all concerned, but what if it's lunchtime? Matthew has reserves, so he can go a little bit longer without food than the average person. We just got Joel and Matthew sent on their way. I just wanted to bring you over and update you on how Daniel is doing. He just got this section in the back corner finished. Now he needs to work on getting this section cleaned out over here. Now the manure pack in some areas was almost a foot deep, which is quite a bit of manure. You may have noticed when Daniel was dumping some of the manure into the spreader that there was quite a bit of steam coming off of it. Come on, guys. Out of here, come on. Come on, get out. It's cleaning time, get out. Get out. Now all of the steam that you saw coming off of the manure that Daniel was dumping into the spreader, that's from organic material decomposing. And that's why this manure pack is so good. because even on the coldest of days, there is still heat rising from beneath the cows. Now the only problem is you can't just let this manure continue to build and build and build, because one, it will almost be impossible to get it out of here, and it just gets too high in their pen. That's why we like to do one big thorough cleaning before it starts to get really, really cold, so we can get that bed pack started again, and then all that organic material can continue to decompose, which will add a lot of warmth to the cows. Now from my experience, the cows have never really minded the cold where we live. It just makes them a lot more comfortable when what they're laying on is nice and warm. The battery died on the camera, so I didn't get to finish filming what we were doing, but I did come up for lunch. It looks like Grammy has chicken noodle soup. There's some sliced roast beef. Ooh, everything looks good. So I just got up to the house and someone just woke up from a nap. So we are all sitting down and eating lunch. You know, Grammy made chicken noodle soup. That's like one of your favorites, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And Callie is sitting here relaxing with us, right, baby? Ow, 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 ow. We just got finished with lunch. We finished hooking up that dryer. Everything's been running smoothly. Matthew just got back, so things are looking good this afternoon. Now I am down by where we have all the cows, and Dad had mentioned that he wanted to build a calf feeder. Normally we have a gate that runs across this section right here, and this whole area is gated off so that the calves can come in here and eat without being disturbed. But we're trying to find a way to feed more calves, but not get our feet dirty every time we have to come into the calf pen. It seems like a trivial matter getting your feet all muddy, but it does get frustrating after a while. So we're just trying to think if we just went this whole length here and set up feeders, if that would be better, or if just keeping it the way we were doing it would be fine enough. We don't like constantly having to come into the calf pen, dump the grain. We would prefer to dump it from the outside. What were you doing down at the bottom of the hill?
Chasing cows. They don't need to be up here right now. It's beautiful out. Go down the field.
Cows are very curious animals too, so the second you start working in here, they want to see what you're doing. And it can be very difficult to work when you've got 20 cows standing behind you. Before we can really get started on our feeders, we want to try and get as much of this cleaned up as possible, so we've been moving things around. Even though we do our very, very best not to waste any grain, some always falls off the side. So with the silage and the grain, we've got that all cleaned up. We're cleaning out this back area because we're gonna start putting our calves here. We're gonna be keeping our calves along this whole back wall. So all we have to do is take out that little section there, and then we'll be able to fence it off perfectly. We're working, come on, come on. Seriously, you gotta get out of here. We're just hoping this new little calf area is gonna make it a lot easier on us, because feeding isn't too difficult in the morning, but if we can make it easier, more efficient, then that saves us a lot of time. I had a couple people wondering where Lefty's been, and he's hauling manure again. It's his favorite job. The people want to spend time with you. Here you go.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. It's what they told me.
Are you guys telling them that? Well, come on in. This is where you're going to be sitting. In all fairness, that's where you'd sit. Oh, I got beeped at. I gotta go. You guys have been seeing footage of this thing being loaded all day long, and you probably want to know, hey, what's it look like when it's spreading? It's exactly what you were wondering, I'm sure. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to give you guys an up-close and personal view of this manure spreader working in action. It's going to be exciting. Normally we don't run the 130 on this manure spreader, we usually run the 110. And let me tell you today, I am really appreciating the extra weight and horsepower that this tractor has. Normally this manure spreader kind of throws me around a little bit. This was a sweet corn field that you guys actually saw us picking in one of the videos. Now it's a nothing field. So we're gonna spread some fertilizer on that so we can work that in the ground. And I have no idea what this is gonna be next year. I'm not always told all the plans. Some fields I know, this one I don't. I love a good working hydraulic, that's for sure. Oh, does it smell good out here? Did you guys like that shot? I thought it was pretty fire too. Spread. So yeah, this has pretty much been my whole day. The manure has been rather heavy, so I have it on a slower setting. So as the manure gets pulled back to the spreader, there's two bars that go across with teeth on them that chew up the manure and basically spread it across the ground. The faster you have it being fed, the more clumpy it is. The slower you have it being fed, the more powdery it is. And what we're looking for is a very fine powder being spread across the top of the surface. Sorry I didn't film me backing in. I wanted to make sure I didn't hit anything, so that meant no camera. But anyway, we're home, getting filled with more manure. You want to see? Good seeing you guys.
Joel just dropped my camera off so I can give you guys a little bit of an update. We have got this middle section that we opened up and we moved our feeder to the outside. Now this little wall right here is also going to be moved and we're gonna have feeders this whole length. And we've got a little bit of a problem right here. All right, back to your pen, come on. Nope, let's go. Come on. Don't take the chicken. Now we've got this whole back section opened up and we can put some feeders along this side over here. That way we'll have plenty of feeder space for all of our calves. I honestly think the best part is we have these boards here. These are some nice boards. Now we can use them somewhere else. Come in and pick me up so I can... Now that we've got a little extra room for the calves, we're gonna move these calves over there. Come on, guys. Not in there, not in there, not in there. We've been running in every different direction, but we haven't left down around back today. Between Daniel and Joel running manure all day, Matthew loading trucks and driving, and Dad and I working on the calf pen and helping with manure, it's been pretty busy. We are getting finished for the day though, so the only things left to do were take care of the animals. We just got the chickens taken care of, we fed the cows, now we're gonna take care of the calves over here. Hey, sweetheart, did you come down to help load up manure? Look at, she looks comfy. Do you think that was a good idea to move the cows over there? Hi, Uncle Joel, you spread that poop. What do you say? Say, you go, Uncle Joel, spread that poop. Woo! Say, no escaping today. Get back in there, cows. No more escaping. Uncle Daniel? Ooh. Oh, hello. What do you think? What do you think? Can I get in the blanket? Can I get in the blanket too? Golly! Hey! Oh, yeah, this is my spot right here. Right on the swing until Grammy gets here and kicks me off.
You can have it.
It just has to be 35 degrees out and I can get on the swing. But anyway, guys, that means this is where we're gonna end the video today. I wanna thank everyone for watching and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye!